Landforms in India. Time to warm up. What are the various forms in the picture? Can you name them? Time to know. The surface of Earth is a collaboration of the various physical features. These natural physical features on the Earth's surface are called as landforms. Landforms are defined as the natural physical features found on the surface of the Earth, created as a result of various forces of nature such as wind, water, ice, and movement of tectonic plates. Some landforms are created in a matter of few hours, while others take millions of years to appear. There are many types of landforms on the Earth's surface. Following are some of the common types of landforms and their characteristics. Mountains. Mountains are landforms higher than the surrounding areas. They are formed due to the tectonic movements, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and erosion of the surrounding areas caused due to wind, water, and ice. Mountains are found in the oceans and on land. Mount Everest is also the highest mountain peak in the world. High mountain ranges run along the entire northern boundary of India. The world's most famous mountain ranges is Himalayas, which run from the Indus Valley in the west to the Brahmaputra in the east, stretching over a distance of 2,500 kilometers. Valleys. A valley is a hollow or surface depression of the earth bounded by hills or mountains. A natural trough in the earth's surface that slopes down to a stream, lake, or the ocean, formed by water or ice erosion. Systems of valleys extend through plains, hills, and mountains. Rivers and streams flowing through valleys drain interior land regions to the ocean. At the bottom of many valleys is fertile soil, which makes excellent farmland. Most valleys on dry land are formed by running water of streams and rivers. The bottom of a valley is called its floor. Hills. Hill is a high landform that is lower than a mountain. Hills are usually covered with grass. They are useful as grazing lands for cattle, goats, and carabaos. Deserts. A desert is an area that receives very little or no rain through the year. Deserts usually form as a result of climate change. Deserts have very dry air and lots of wind. Deserts can be hot or cold. Plateaus. Plateaus are sculpted by geologic forces that lift them up, and the wind and rain that wears them down into mesas, baths, and canyons. Plains. Plains are broad, nearly level stretches of land and have no great changes in elevation. Plains are formed along a coast or inland. The plains are very fertile. That is why plains are thickly populated. Dunes. Dunes are mounds or small hills made up of sand that are created due to the action of water flow. Underwater dunes. It may be dome-shaped, crescent-shaped, star-shaped, linear-shaped, or many more. The height of the dune hill can be as low as 1 meter or as high as 10 meters and more. Islands. An island form is land that is completely surrounded by water. It can be of any type of land. The island can also be surrounded by different types of water such as sea, ocean, river, and lake. Peninsulas. Peninsulas are large land areas that extend into water bodies. They remain surrounded by water on three sides. Peninsulas are formed by lithosphere movements and action of water currents. Deltas. Deltas are low-lying, triangle-shaped areas located at the mouth of rivers. In the course of creating a delta, the sand, silt, and rock particles are accumulated in a nearly triangular shape. Deltas are wetlands that form as rivers empty their water and sediment into another body of water, such as an ocean, lake, or another river. Deltas can also empty into land, although this is less common. Oceans. An ocean is a large body of salty water that surrounds a large landmass. Rivers. Rivers are natural flowing streams of fresh water descending from mountains. They mostly flow towards a lake, sea, ocean, or another river. Lakes. A lake landform is a body of water that is surrounded by land. This type of water is usually fresh water, while there are some that are saltwater lake like the Great Salt Lake in Utah. Waterfalls. When a river or a large amount of water falls off steeply, normally in mountains, it is known as waterfall. A waterfall is water that flows from edge of a steep place. Time to recall. Landform is any natural formation of rock and dirt found on earth. A valley is a hollow or surface depression of the earth bounded by hills or mountains. The bottom of a valley is called its floor. The first ocean on the earth was formed about 4,000 million years ago. Hill is a high landform that is lower than a mountain. Deserts have very dry air and lots of wind. Rivers are natural flowing streams of fresh water descending from mountains. Time to answer. For summative and formative assessment, answer the following questions. Conceptual understanding. What are the major landforms? What are the differences between a mountain and a plateau? How are plains formed? Why are the river plains thickly populated? What are the various types of water bodies on Earth? How are hills useful? How are islands formed? How are oceans formed? Oral questions for FA. Fill up the following blanks using the clue kit. Water that flows from edge of a steep place is the highest mountain peak in the world. The bottom of a valley is called its. An island landform is land that is completely surrounded by. Deserts have very dry air and lots of. Clue kit. Floor, water, wind, waterfall, Mount Everest. Write yes or no to the following statements. Hot questions. Earth has many landforms. The hill measure more in height than the mountains. A desert is an area that receives very highest rainfall. Oceans are a part of huge continuous body of salt water. The majority of lakes on the earth are saltwater lakes. Choose the correct answer. Large flat area of land. Valley, plain, desert. Land along the ocean. Coast, island, glacier. Large dry area, usually having sandy soil and little or no vegetation. Valley, desert, plain. Area of land between mountains or hills. Valley, desert, plain. Large area of water with land all around it. Lake, island, river. Identify the landforms and write their names and definitions. Communication. Collect the names of these landforms. One has been done for you as an example. Information skills. Mountain, river, ocean, desert, hill. Aravali, Ganga, Indian, Thar, Nilgiris. Time to do project work. For formative assessment, draw hills and mountains in the chart and paste them where you like. Life skills. India is basically a peninsula, with the Arabian Sea on the west, the Bay of Bengal on the east, and the Indian Ocean to the south. The Himalayan mountains separate India from much of the rest of Asia and China. The Himalayas have many of the tallest mountains in the world. The tallest mountain in India is the Kanchenjunga at 28,208 feet.